Welcome back to another episode of the Guru Sports Podcast. It's me, it's Trev, the Guru. Look, man, we still talking about Super Wild Card Weekend. Yeah. We talking about Super Wild Card Weekend. We talked about the doubleheader in the other episode where we talked about the Seahawks and the 49ers and the Chargers and the Jaguars. So today we talking about the triple hitter that's coming on Sunday. So let's kick it off with game one. Game one, Dolphins, Bills. I'm definitely going with the Bills, man. And it's obvious. I think everybody's going with the Bills. They're playing on a high. This team wants to win. They look like they want to win. And on the other hand, you have the Dolphins who are coming in playing with their third string quarterback. I believe Raheem Mostert isn't going to be playing. He has a cast on his hand. He might play, but he also has a cast on his hand. So one of their running backs is also hurt. And then they kicked 3 field goals to even win the game. They didn't even score a touchdown. So this team kind of limped into the playoffs. And on the other hand, you have Buffalo, who was steamrolling into the playoffs. They was ready to go. They had momentum going in. Dolphins had no momentum going in. After they played that game against the 49ers and the 49ers kind of like exposed them, the tape was out. Everybody got you. It was over for you. You know, everybody seen how to beat you, basically. And the jig was up on the Dolphins, and they squeaked in. They in there. But they are not going to beat Buffalo. It's not going to happen. The second game of the day is the Giants and the Vikings. That is a more interesting game. Vikings got the best of them the first time, but this is not the same team the Vikings played the first time. And this is not the same team that the Giants played the first time, because this Vikings team is just, their defense is bad. Like, it's giving up points on the ground and in the air. It's allowing points at every position, tight end, running back, all wide receivers. It is just all out. And on top of that, Kirk Cousins is starting to throw picks. Justin Jefferson is I guess, I mean, he's the best wide receiver like in the playoffs right now. Arguably, and if you want to argue that, you can put that in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you already ain't. But definitely, like, he's an outstanding talent, So throwing the ball in his vicinity, he gonna catch it. He just a super athlete. But your quarterback has to perform at an elite level as well to match that. The team is stacked. Like, the Vikings are prepared. They're a 10+ win team. So the team is built to win games. But it's up to this defense. Not to mention Dalvin Cook. I didn't even mention Dalvin Cook, who's been getting it done for them in this late half of the season for him. He was a little bit unhealthy in the first quarter of the season, but that he kind of shook that off. Now he's looking a lot more healthy. Dude is running with speed and power. If they could rely on that to beat the Giants and keep the game at a low-scoring game, they could beat the Giants that way. But they have to make sure that Giants don't catch touchdown passes. Darius Slayton, Ricky James. That game go either way. I'm going. It's almost tough to go with the Giants, but I'm going with the Giants. I'm going with the Giants just for the simple fact I think they're gonna have a better running game between Saquon and Daniel Jones, and I do think that Darius Slayton and Richie James are going to continue doing what they're doing, especially against this Vikings secondary, who are, like I said, giving up points to every position. Like, everybody getting points. So I don't see that stopping. But the key is, can the Giants hold back the onslaught of the wide receiving core of the Vikings? If they can do that, they could get the W. I'm going with the Giants. Last game of the day is Ravens Bengals. Now, spoiler alert, I'm picking the Bengals to win or to go to the Super Bowl. I'm picking the Bengals to go to the Super Bowl. I think they're the best team in the AFC. I think their defense is elite. I think their quarterback is elite. I think their running back is elite. I think they have 2 elite wide receivers. I think their secondary is playing elite. I think their run game is elite. Like, I mean, this team is playing. They did not start off great. Like, I give you that. They did not start off great. Joe Burrow was throwing interceptions. The Jamar Chase was hurt. T. Higgins got hurt. Joe Mixon had a concussion. T. Higgins had a concussion. Tyler Boyd, I think, was hurt for a little second. Hayden Hurst had a groin injury. He was out. I mean, they went through some issues, you know, but it's the resiliency that a team shows you. They lost to the Ravens, though. Even though this matchup, the Ravens got the best of them earlier in the season. So the Ravens are not going to have Lamar Jackson. They're on the third string quarterback. The Ravens are not going to have Lamar Jackson. They're going to have a third string quarterback. Tyler Huntley isn't playing either. So Cincinnati is going to run the ball. They're going to try to establish the run with Samaje Perine and Joe Mixon. And then as that passing game opens up, just expect Jamar Chase and T. Higgins to have a good game. Like, it's going to happen. They're one of the teams that has the luxury to commit to the run no matter what. They have two good running backs, and I mean two good running backs. Like Joe Mixon and Samaje Perine as a running back combination is incredible. Especially with that offensive line. And their pass rush is pretty good too. Trey Hendrickson came from the Saints. Dude, he's amazing, bro. Like, I'm telling you, this Cincinnati team is serious. And I got them beating the Ravens, man. The Ravens are the only way the Ravens can beat Cincinnati is they have to score beyond 28 points. And I don't see that happening. I see a lot of Gus Edwards action. I see a lot of Kenyon Drake action. I don't see a lot of scoring. But who knows, man. But I'm going with Cincinnati in that game. So I'm going to recap it. I'm going Buffalo. I'm going Giants. I'm going Cincinnati. Tune back in for my last episode where we talk about the Monday night game. The Monday night game, which is the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Talking about Dakota Rain Prescott versus TB12. Let's go. Guru, out.